the conclusion was, there's 50% of the community that simply doesn't move
So, yeah, I'm aware of that. And that's the nut I'm trying to crack. Right, so.
Us as a group is one that we wouldn't have
So this is one of many efforts that the city is undergoing. City Hall is certainly a priority, but it's a priority of many priorities. We have issues we have to deal with infrastructure. We have to figure out how to deal with livability in this community as it relates to short-term rentals, and that being almost 70% of the city's income. How do we start to offset those things so that we can start to hit all of it? The entire administrative staff and our police are working in dilapidated, well-used facilities. And why that matters isn't because, you know, staff feels like they need to have a nice space. We need a safe space. We need a clean space. And we've lost that ability to connect and work together. And so that's one example of why that's important. So I have my staff working in 3 separate buildings. So I'm paying 3 bills, 3 amounts of insurance, dealing with 3 buildings that have deferred and ongoing maintenance costs. And from an efficiency standpoint, it's not sustainable. This building has mold in it. It's really not a safe, comfortable environment for folks. And again, it's just about how efficient does this work for us when we're trying to deal with records requests and other things. And the reason why it's in this condition is because we had an old city hall that was full of mold that we had to evacuate, really, and move into a temporary situation, which we are now going into year 3. 30 years we have been kicking the can, and we cannot wait another day, because every day that you wait are costs added to the project. So the need is urgent, it is necessary, and it's 30 years in the making. I just want to highlight that. It's 30 years in the making. And no amount of kicking the can down the road is going to make it easier, cheaper, or less complex. The debt service that we feel that we can handle is somewhere between $3 to $4 million for hard costs. And I want to highlight that, hard construction costs. Those are the costs that will actually construct the building. There's other costs that go in line with that. Paying our team who needs to design this building and put it all together, all the furniture and the equipment and the technology that we need is not included in that number. So, and all of the outreach that we do is also not included in that number. So I just think people need to understand that what we're talking about a $3 to $4 million project, is something probably more in the range of 5. And that's at this point in time. And that was something we talked about 6 months ago. And so as we move through the design process, the reality is going to come clear about what it actually is going to cost. But what I'm looking for is value. What I'm looking for is sustainability, because we can't build a building that's only going to be here 20 years. We're talking, how long did it take? 30 years we've been in this process. If we built a building that was only going to live for 20 to 30 years, we'd be having the same conversation again.